Welcome to Garden Wise Adventures. My name is Malie, and today we're going to do another Plant of the Week video. Now, I live in Utah, Zone 6/7, and I try to do these Plant of the Week videos every week during the growing season. Now, I've missed since August, but we're going to do the last two videos today, and I will post them on Wednesdays of each week. So this Wednesday is going to be Sedum, and next week is going to be Mums. Now, tomorrow's going to be our first freeze, so that's why I wanted to get the last two videos done, because you can kind of see what the plants look like before the freeze. Now, it's a little late. We're at the end of the season for the Sedums, and we're at the end of the season for the Mums, but let's go show you what is blooming, and I'll show you pictures of what they looked like when they were in their glory times. So let's go look at some of the Sedum on my south side, and there are a lot of different varieties, and we'll talk about a few of the different varieties as we go along. Now, Sedum has become one of my favorite plants because a huge number of varieties and colors and textures. All three of these plants right here in this frame are Sedum. This one right here is an upright Sedum. It's called Peach Flambe. It flowered gorgeously just about a month ago. It usually starts flowering in August, the end of August, and then flowers through September. By October, this is pretty much what it looks like. This one right here will stay this color all year round. It blooms early spring. The blooms are kind of inconsequential, and I cut them off because they're not that pretty. But this will stay looking like this. Matter of fact, it'll get a tinge of purple to it throughout the winter. This one dies back to the ground over the winter. This is I forgot to tell you what this is. This is just a ground cover Sedum, and I think this one is blue spruce. This is a different variety of Sedum. It has a yellow flower, and I'll have to put the name on the screen because I can't remember, but a lot of people call these stone crop, and they do die to the ground over the winter, but they do have a long season of bloom, and they're completely covered in blooms. This is another variety of Sedum that's going to stay all winter long. It's got an absolutely gorgeous color to it during the summer. During the summer, it's either yellow or chartreuse like this. Sometimes it'll turn a little bit darker green, but over the autumn and through the winter, it turns oranges and yellows and even a tiny bit of purple to it. But I absolutely love it, and it's an Angelina Sedum. This is a different variety of ground cover Sedum that's going to die back over the winter. Now, the rest of these I don't know the names of. I've just kind of got them from here and there, cuttings from friends, purchased them at nurseries, forgot the names. But you can see the different colors, different textures. This is another Peach Flambe. This one's dying back for the winter, but it was absolutely gorgeous. It had a dark red flower to it. This is one of the tall purple Sedums. I just took a clipping from one of my other Sedums and stuck it in the ground, and it started growing, and you can propagate them that way. This one's dying back right now, but it'll come back next summer, and it had a white bloom. Way under my Mums, we have another gray colored Sedum. It's another ground cover Sedum. It'll be uncovered as soon as I cut back these Mums. Some of my tall Sedums develop fall colors that are gorgeous. They're just really fun. Some of them have larger leaves. This one's starting to die back, but the foliage is red all summer long. This one's Autumn Fire. The flower color is absolutely gorgeous when it's in full bloom, and I'll show you a picture of that. And then way back here, we have Autumn Joy, with another smaller Sedum. Rockin' Round, I think, is the variety, but they are all gorgeous. So you can see the huge variety in sizes and texture and colors and growth habits of Sedum. All of them are extremely drought tolerant. If you have a really dry, well-draining area, they'll grow really, really well. They flower in the fall, so they're absolutely gorgeous then. Some of them will flower in the summer. And the leaf colors are all different. Now, a lot of people will leave them up over the winter. I cut them back over the winter because our snows tend to flatten them. Then they look pretty bad the rest of the year. So I do cut them back, but if you want to leave them up over the winter, they can give you winter interest also. They don't require fertile soil, they don't require fertilizer, and like I said before, if you want to propagate them, just make sure you're not protected varieties, But you can take cuttings, stem cuttings, any cutting, stick it in the ground. I've done it both in the fall and in the spring, and they will grow you a whole new plant. If you have the ground cover sedums, you can just pull up rooted little cuttings of those, stick those in the ground, and those will grow. So sedum is an amazing plant to grow that gives you year-round color and texture depending on the varieties that you choose. And they are extremely cold hardy. They are hardy, from what I read, down from zone 3 to zone 9. So you can grow them in just about any area of the country. Now I think the only areas where they might tend to struggle are areas with high rainfall, high humidity, and a lot shorter growing season. So I'd love to hear where you live and if you've been able to grow sedum and what varieties are your favorite. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you. If it has been helpful, I hope you like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and go have a wonderful garden adventure.